Good morning and thank you for joining us on After GMS. It is Monday, August 2nd. It's going to be one of our topics of conversation in just a moment, but I'm Tracy McCain here with Megan Malaris, and we also have our Ed Matthews.
Yeah, something big we're talking about with regard to August is these unseasonably cooler temperatures, nice. Especially given the fact that we were so hot last week. Ed, it feels nice, even with the rain in the forecast.
It really does. It's a bonus. It's only going to last for today, though. Remember all that humidity that we dealt with over the weekend? Well, drier air and slightly cooler air is here, making for an absolutely gorgeous Monday morning. As we look at our WeatherCam network, we've got nothing but bright sunshine, and I expect a lot of sunshine today, only a few scattered clouds, and it should remain dry. Temperature at 65 in Greensboro and Winston-Salem. We're at 62 in High Point, and Burlington checking in at 68. But here's the real deal. This is the reason it feels so much better. Over the weekend, dew points, a measure of the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere, were in the low and even mid 70s. And some of that moisture produced some heavy downpours with storms yesterday. But look at the lower dew points now. Most of our area seeing dew points in the 50s. So this means that the air is a lot drier. The only problem, it's only going to last for today. So just make sure you enjoy. Now, the low pressure wave that brought the storms yesterday, moving off the Carolina coast, has pushed a front a little bit farther to the south. At the moment, high pressure near Chicago is building, kind of nosing to the southeast into our area, and that's bringing the slightly cooler and drier air, making for what will really turn out to be a really nice day across the Piedmont. But here comes the next wave of low pressure. It's going to move our way and kind of bow the front back towards the triad tomorrow. So clouds increase tonight, maybe a late night shower, but a better chance of rain coming up tomorrow, holding high temperatures in the mid 70s on Tuesday. And then that next wave of low pressure in Mississippi will head our way, and that'll bring off and on showers for Wednesday and into Thursday as well. So a dry day today and pleasant mid 80s, but the rest of the week looks pretty unsettled. 60% chance of rain and maybe a pop-up storm in the afternoon, but not so concerned about storms over the next few days with the cooler temperatures. This is mainly going to be kind of a scattered shower pattern. 60% chance tomorrow, 50% chance on Wednesday, and 40% chance by Thursday and Friday. By the weekend, we're back to kind of August weather with the heat and humidity and just only pop-up storms in the afternoon.
All right, pop-up storms. We're used to that in the summer.
Oh,
what
yes.
we're not used to in the month of August is 70.
75 tomorrow. Yeah,
Nice.
It's going to be great.
Amazing.
It's just going to be wet.
Yeah. All right. Well, Monday means we are off to a new week, and we're also off to a new month. August is here. Summer quickly flying by. This morning, we want to know, what are you looking forward to the most this month? You can go ahead and drop a comment while we share some of the responses that already came in this morning. Portia said, my birthday and kids returning to school full time. Rebecca said, I'm very excited about getting to spend quality time with my sweet family and friends and getting to finally see Scotty McCreery at the end of August. Sounds fun. Trina said, enjoying my new car. Janie said, it's 1 month closer to fall, then Turkey Day and Christmas. Woohoo! We are already counting down. to those holidays, apparently.
Yeah, you gotta, be on top of it, especially when you have planning to do. So let us know some of what you're saying and your thoughts about the month of August and what you're looking forward to. I'll read a few that came in already. Cooler weather seems to be a leading thing here with people saying that. We had Joanne say cooler weather, and so did Dean. Dana said going to the beach for work and adding a few personal days to the trip. Nadine said kids are going back to school with several exclamation marks at the end. So we can tell that she's excited. Jason Hutchins said high school football starting. And let's see, I thought we had another one. But regardless, keep letting us know and we'll talk about it a little bit and then circle back around. So Ed Matthews, you had quite the list. This morning on the Good Morning Show.
Yeah, I keep adding to that list. I got a little vacation coming up in a couple of weeks, and so I'm pretty happy about that. It's going to be a staycation, nothing big. I love a staycation, just hanging out, sleeping late some mornings getting up and riding that bike at sunrise and all that. So looking forward to that. And as we move on through the latter part of August and into September, hopefully we'll start getting these prolonged periods of drier and cooler weather. What we're experiencing now is just going to last one day today. So as we move into September and get closer to actual fall, I'll be looking forward to the cooler, drier air. And also I'm looking for the fall foliage. That's always beautiful in North Carolina. And on down the road, I'm planning right now to take my mom to the state fair, provided COVID is not the big issue. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Every year she comes up, we get on Amtrak and ride over to Raleigh from Greensboro, and it is just a fun time. They have a little package deal for the state fair, and so that's our plans right now. So yeah, I've got some things coming up over the next several months that I'm pretty excited about.
Ed just gave us his itinerary August through October. He is on the ball.
Every day. It's like, well, on August 3rd, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, that's so cool. A lot to look forward to, and such a special memory, Ed, with your mom taking her to the fair every year. I'm looking forward to, specifically in August, going to the Wyndham Championship. We love to go every year. Of course, took a couple years off when we had a baby, and then with the COVID restrictions last year, and fans could not attend. So really looking forward to getting back to Sedgefield Country Club and enjoying some nice golf. Of course, socially distanced outside, of course, but it will just be kind of a good feeling to get back out there.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we'll see what happens in the next few weeks.
Well,
here.
that's true.
Can't really put everything in one basket, but I'm hoping that school starts without a hitch, without any problems. My son is starting kindergarten on August 23rd. He is so excited, and I gave him an idea of what to expect, especially as the district has now made some announcements regarding COVID procedures. So I, have been kind of walking him through that, making sure he goes to bed a little bit earlier so that he's ready for that first day and significantly his next 12 years of life in school. So it's a big time, and I'm excited for him. We're also celebrating our anniversary this month, and I have some days off. So, all is well in the world of Tracy McCain. I'm excited.
A lot of anniversaries this month. Scrolling through the comments on both of our pages. Popular month to get married, probably because the weather is generally nice, a little bit cooler than July. We're not in the throes of well, sometimes. Not in the throes of hurricane season, peak hurricane season just yet. So I guess, yes, weather is iffy, Ed, but typically isn't July hotter than August, at least a little bit here, or does it vary?
If you look at the climate data, our normal high temperatures, which go as high as 89, climatologically speaking, the month of July is the hottest here in the Piedmont, but as we know, it can extend on into August, and even I've seen some very hot Septembers. I'll stay quiet. I hope that doesn't happen this year.
Right, yeah, I hope so too, because all these folks on our chat here seem to enjoy cooler weather, especially this week, because it's really uncharacteristic for August to be this cool. But of course there's rain associated with it, but we need the rain, so really it's a positive on all levels. So what are you seeing, Meg?
Okay, let's see. I got to refresh my feed here. These comments keep coming in. So that is good. Robin's looking forward to returning back to school, but she also wonders how long. Of course, we're all hoping that these children can have some sense of normalcy safely this year if we can get a handle on these COVID numbers that have surged a little bit in our area. Tracy is not looking forward to August because she doesn't want summer to end. I agree with you. Someone said happy anniversary. Cherie said happy anniversary to you, Tracy.
Say, which Tracy is this that we're speaking of?
Let's see. Tracy Joyce does not want summer to end. No, Tracy Joyce does not want summer to end. Some more beach trips coming in. Steve's fast forwarding to September. So yeah, a lot to celebrate. Natasha has a birthday. So lots of good stuff.
Joe is retiring August 31st.
Wow, congratulations,
yeah, that's
Joe.
pretty awesome. So yeah, there's a lot to look forward to. And Cherie said, "Good morning, Ed the man." So that in itself is worth it.
Always the man.
Always.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, and thank you for the anniversary wishes. We actually celebrate it next week on the 9th. So it should be great. Yeah. 7 years. I always have to think.
Is it 7 years already?
Yeah,
Oh
2014, right?
Yes, I
Okay,
think. It's your wedding day.
It's funny because my husband knows it like the back of his hand, and I'm so excited that he does.
Yeah.
And I'm always just like, that's right.
That's so funny.
Yes, but I also care for the children 95% of the time, so I'm always the tired one.
So let him plan the anniversary gatherings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's doing that.
Right.
I'm doing other things. But yeah, we're very excited. We've been so blessed, these last few years. So yeah, excited for the future.
Awesome. Cheers to 70 plus more.
Yes, all of the days of our lives.
Okay. All right, so let's get to some morning headlines before we get to our second talker of the day. A lot to cover right now. Today, a new mask mandate takes effect for parts of Forsyth County. Starting today, county employees and visitors will be required to wear masks inside any county-owned facilities. The city of Winston-Salem also made masks mandatory in city-owned buildings as of Friday, and Guilford County is requiring masks inside all of its county buildings. Several Triad school districts have updated their masking policies ahead of the fall semester. Governor Roy Cooper and health leaders recommend mask wearing inside schools, but are no longer mandating them. So Guilford County and Winston-Salem Forsyth County schools plan to require masks at least the first school quarter. Randolph County schools and Stokes County schools say masks will be optional regardless of vaccine status.
In your national headlines, after a weekend work session, a bipartisan group of senators unveiled the $1 trillion bill to improve the nation's infrastructure. The text fills more than 2,700 pages and lays out how to spend $550 billion over 5 years. It will pay for improvements to roads and bridges, public transit, electrical grids, and internet access. Some exciting news for Team USA. Simone Biles will compete again at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. USA Gymnastics announced just a few hours ago she will compete on the beam finals tomorrow alongside teammate Suni Lee. It will be the first time since the first rotation of team finals that we will see Biles back in action. The decorated Olympian withdrew in earlier events to focus on her mental and physical well-being. Well, speaking of well-being, it's a great time for us to get into our topic, Motivation Monday. It's a day when we answer your health and wellness questions. And so this morning we answered one about cheat meals or cheat days and those moments where you want to eat whatever you want, even when you're on a diet. So Coach Lynch Hunt explained it is okay to indulge every once in a while. The key is not to form any bad habits or overdo it at times. You don't want a cheat meal to turn into a cheat weekend or a cheat week. So this is where you come in. We want to know, what food are you eating when you do decide to cheat on your diet? Whether it's a meal or the whole day, let us know in the comments. And then, of course, we'll talk about it right here on After GMS. All right, Megan, you're up first. If you're cheating on a meal, what are you cheating on?
Oh gosh. Well, see, this is hard for me because I've never been big into diets. I believe, in moderation and exercise. And so I try to just eat things in moderation, even the sweet treats like the bag of M&Ms I brought today for a snack. But then I also go on a daily walk with my family every night before dinner time. So I feel like it all balances out for me. But if I'm going to indulge in something that I know is unhealthy, I'm going to eat like a greasy grilled cheese, some French fries, some hash browns. Ooh, I could go on and on. That kind of stuff,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Ed Matthews, you were telling me about your birthday meal.
Yeah, I forgot to mention this during the Good Morning Show, but I told you in the studio, my weakness is fried chicken. Okay, Southern boy loves fried chicken, and I'll be even more specific. We're talking about Popeye's chicken. So every birthday, June 26th, I head over to Popeye's, and I think this year I got an 8-piece box of chicken. I didn't eat it all at one time, but it only took a couple of days for that chicken to disappear. So that's one thing that I do for myself every year, but generally I eat very healthy, and I mentioned earlier I do have under control type 2 diabetes, but one thing that's part of my diet plan, and I don't diet, but I just don't eat as much as I used to. You know, rather than eating the whole pizza, just eat one slice of pizza. So I really prepare and like to cook at home smaller portions when I do eat. And what you'll find is that they say your stomach shrinks a little bit, and over time you get full quicker if you eat smaller portions day by day. I think that's true.
And so, Ed, excuse my ignorance on diabetes. I just had a question about it. Do you have to monitor every day by blood tests or?
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
I hate it.
Oh,
I hate it, but
sorry.
that's a requirement because I go see my doctor every 6 months, and she wants to see the reading. So I test twice a day. I've been doing it for 15 years, and it's just, you know, a part of life. One more thing I wanted to mention about cheating. I remember something else happened on or near my birthday, and that was my 2 favorite ladies giving me a 6-pack of cheer wine.
Yeah, we didn't help things.
And
I know.
a gigantic container of peanut M&Ms.
Right.
But
And
you
believe
shared
it or
them.
not, I mean, we're talking the big M&Ms, right? The big. I didn't eat them all in one day. I spread them out over a period of time. That was my treat that lasted for about a month. I just finished them up not long ago, but they were delightful. I got 2 more cheer wines left.
Okay.
That's really good.
Yeah.
You really did split it up. Proud of you, Ed.
Yeah.
So my cheat meals or cheat days always coincide with holidays. I cannot resist a great homemade meal. I also cannot resist birthday cake. So, you know, whenever I'm being taken out, which usually is on my birthday or on an anniversary, I feel like I should eat as the occasion demands. And then on holidays when I'm at my mom's house or my mom is over our house and we're doing some good home cooking, how could you resist, you know, everything that's so lathered and gravy and so buttery and everything that's just so good about homemade meals that always typically coincides with a holiday. So that's usually when I have them, and I can't resist any of those foods. Sweet potato, regular potato, any type of, you know, potato, it's going in my mouth. I love it.
It's also Girl Scout cookies for me. Girl Scout cookie season is hard. You know, you just take the whole box of Thin Mints, and in 10 minutes you can go through an entire sleeve, especially if they're frozen. So that gets me too. All right, let's see what some of you are saying here on our feed. George says, no cheat meals, take care of your body. Okay. Joanna said, cook only Polish food, weight has dropped by 30 pounds. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Yes. Robin said, Ed, you are smart for the smaller meals per day. We saw a couple other people write that they do more frequent smaller meals every day. Cherie says her cheat meal is chips and cookies and ice cream. That's a good one. And then, keep weighing in here. We want to hear what you have to say.
I was just replying to Joanna that I need to look up some Polish recipes. Because
Sounds good.
30, I mean, I don't want to lose 30 pounds, but I mean, another 3 would be awesome. Another 3 like
You look great.
by Saturday.
Oh my gosh, you look fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's kind of more of a maintenance thing. It's not really like a necessary thing. And on my birthday again, which was just a few weeks ago, my husband took me to Printworks, so I had the French toast.
Yum.
I had the bacon, the potatoes, and by the way, the potatoes don't come with it. I ordered it as an add-on. And then we had, you know, an appetizer, and then we had a dessert because you get free cake on your birthday. And then we went to do some things, and then, oh, by the way, it was time for lunch. So then we had lunch. And then a few hours later, it was time for dinner. And, I ate well again. I mean, that day alone was like, it set me back like 3 weeks, but I don't care. It was my birthday. Exactly. We're just gonna do it. It's just one of those things. It's your birthday, celebrate how you want.
Yeah, so you had a great interview on the Good Morning Show today with your trainer who was talking about these cheat meals.
Yeah.
And he was saying, interesting things, that it's okay to have the occasional cheat meal as long as it's not like a habitual, okay, every other day is going to be a cheat meal.
Right.
But I thought what he said was really interesting in that if you're having a hard time not sticking to your diet or what you think you're supposed to be eating, maybe you need to modify that so it's more attainable for you and your goals.
Right. I think it also depends on your mindset.
Yeah.
If you're a type of person who like, this is my goal, I'm doing it no matter what, I'm sticking to it, then you probably won't have a problem with that. But if you're the type of person that like every Monday you're restarting your diet, it might be an issue for you. So, I think you have to know yourself, know your limits and how far you can go before you kind of do this, because we have the comment on the Good Morning Show from one of our viewers who posed the question, you know, what is a cheat meal? She said she was eating or sitting down to eat lunch with her friend and she ordered the salad and her friend said, ooh, it's my cheat day. And she's like, well, what is that? And so her mindset was, I don't cheat on my meals, whereas her friend's was, hey, this is the day I've been looking forward to, for however many days, and I'm going to eat how I want. So I think it just depends on your mindset and your willingness to adapt and adjust.
Yeah, I mean, it can be hard to sit down and eat your salad when your friend in front of you at the table
has a burger.
And it looks a lot better.
I'm sure, absolutely. So this has been a great conversation. People still weighing in, saying pizza. Robin also wants to know the recipes that you are using. I think her name is, Robin, yes, thank you. And then Joanna said, no problem, she'll share those recipes, so then I'll share them with everybody.
Cool.
And then Kelly said moderation.
Yeah.
And moderation definitely is key.
Yeah.
So is sunshine and 70 degrees.
Moderation in our forecast.
Yes, I would love it.
I tell you what, I was out in the weather garden, of course, earlier, and it just feels wonderful out there. A little cooler, a little drier, but enjoy, because it's going to get wet again as early as tomorrow, maybe even late tonight. But today's looking great and feeling good as the drier air is kind of right over the Piedmont, on our way to the mid-80s today, but clouds build tonight, and we could see a few showers by daybreak tomorrow, and then the chances of rain ramp up as we go through the day. Now, we mentioned a thunderstorm, maybe an isolated storm or two tomorrow afternoon, but the trend will be for this to be more of a scattered shower pattern for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. There could be a rumble of thunder. Severe weather threat is going to be low, and that's a great thing. Then as we move into Friday and the weekend, after being in the mid and upper 70s, we'll start to creep back up into the mid 80s by Saturday and upper 80s by Sunday. Right now, the weekend looks good. Just a few of those isolated storms in the afternoon, but the way it looks now, you can go ahead and start making those weekend plans. But after today, the next several days, Tuesday through Friday, look a bit unsettled across the Piedmont.
Unsettled, but certainly welcome in terms of the temperatures.
It's going to be nice. Boy, mid 70s tomorrow. That's going to be pretty incredible, and it's because of the rain chances and all the clouds that we anticipate. So.
But interestingly, Ed, you said we need the rain. I would have thought after these big rain showers we've had sporadically recently, we'd be okay or have caught up on our rain totals this year. But you say overall we're down from where we should be.
You would think so, but the problem, and this is always what we have to deal with spring and summer, pop-up showers and scattered storms, like yesterday. Some areas got a real downpour. And a mile or two down the street, there was no rain at all. So, if it happens to be in your backyard, it's like, well, I'm doing fine in rain, My backyard is A-okay and, nice and green. But what we need is the widespread rain where everybody's yard and garden gets a little bit of a drink. And maybe this pattern for the rest of the week will be more conducive to a widespread kind of off and on rain shower pattern as opposed to a gully washer in one neighborhood and absolutely not a drop at all in the next neighborhood.
I think it's so funny, Ed. You think 70s and you go right to meteorology. We hear 70s and we're like, what do we wear?
Yeah, long sleeves tomorrow? I mean, this was literally a conversation.
Like 3/4 length?
Yeah.
I'm not going
All right.
I'm not going to change my wardrobe. You know,
you always dress so well.
after work, I get home and it's shorts and t-shirts this time of year.
Yeah.
Oh
I hear
yeah.
ya. All right. Well, thanks so much for chatting with us. Certainly some great conversations. A great way to start off a Monday. First Monday of the new month.
Yeah.
We'll see how long this nice weather goes.
Yeah.
And we will see you back here tomorrow on the Good Morning Show. Take care.
Get out there and get to it.